Ladies and gentlemen, today is the 27th of September 2016. This date may not mean much to many of you, but to me it means rather a lot, because it's the birthday of one of my very close friends that I've met through doing videos for the internet and things like that. You know him best as Freezing Inferno, I know him as Jerry. And it got me thinking, what could I do to make Jerry's special day just a little bit more special? Because those of you who are no strangers to this channel will know that we have collaborated with each other in the past multiple times. He is a frequent contributor to my Doctor Who podcast that I do, Doctor Who Reviews. I have provided things like voices for some of his videos, like the Silly Voice Adventures. I was the voice of the villain, the Obliterator, in the fourth one. I believe that series is now defunct, but it was fun while it lasted. And we've also done things away from the cameras, and also on camera as well. For example, he was really struggling on stream with a boss, so I went in and crushed it for him. Something which, by the way, I have not ruled out doing again in the not-too-distant future, hint, hint. And most recently, we've yelled at each other about Danganronpa 3. I need an adult! I've also done things for his birthday in the past. I've sung for him.
United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru.
Quite badly, as I'm sure people will be quick to point out. And 2 years ago, I ran through Super C on the NES for his birthday. And that gave rise to a bit of a running gag, because he said, "That's great," in the comments, "now play Contra 3. And I said, never. I will never play Contra 3 no matter how many times you ask for it. But you know what? 2 years is a long time, and we're very good friends. So hell is about to freeze over, because goddammit, let's play some Contra 3. So unlike the other two Contra titles that I've played on this channel, we start with a very lavish looking opening cinematic. It's the year AD 2636, and this beautiful looking city skyline is about to get nuked by this alien vortex. I used to think this was ripping off Independence Day wholesale until I realised that this game came out in 1992 and Independence Day came out in 1996, so technically it's the movie that's ripping off the game, although I'm sure it's just a coincidence, honestly. And now some Windows 95S flavor text saying the alien wars begin. I apologise for mocking this game from the beginning, but honestly, this isn't my favourite game. This isn't my favourite Contra game, and I'm not a huge Contra fan in general. I just started playing the Conspiracy Inferno insisted. So welcome to Contra 3, the Alien Wars. Now the first difference between this and the other two videos I did is that I cannot actually give myself the 30 live code, because it doesn't exist in the American version, which is the one I'm playing, or indeed in the European version. What you can do, though, is change the amount of lives you get between 3 and 7. So let's do that. Keep the level at normal, because I don't want to be a complete and utter noob. I doubt very much I'm going to get to the end of the game on this attempt, even with 7 lives per continue. But it's not really about completing the game. It's about showing it off and having some fun and entertaining, well, predominantly Freezing Inferno, but everyone else that watches this as well. Right off the bat then, we have our first power-up, the B for Barrier, which just makes you invincible, although it only lasts a certain amount of time. I used to think that perhaps it was linked to taking a certain amount of damage. It's not. It always runs out at a certain time. One of the things I do love about Contra 3 is that no longer is the spread gun the be-all and end-all when it comes to weaponry. Now we've got this thing, the homing missiles. And the homing missiles are absolutely awesome, especially taking out those alien dogs that always used to catch me completely off guard, like that. I thought that was an enemy shot, it turned out to be my missile coming back to me, god damn it. Because you might remember, if you've watched the other, I suppose it's a kind of a mini-series, you've watched the other videos I've done on the Contra games, Contra and Super C, that I struggle whenever it comes to paying attention when there's too many things on the screen at once. It tends to get me killed because I just don't see the enemy bullets. That's why the homing missiles are awesome, by the way. And if we wait long enough, this game will spawn this infinitely spawning enemies is what I'm trying to say. We also got this tank, which is awesome because you can just plow right through every single enemy, ignoring all the damage, ignoring that bomb guy, shooting a fireball at this thing. Unfortunately, the tank does not last forever. Oh, and neither do my homing missiles. Because I wasn't paying attention! I was paying attention there, however, thank goodness. See what I mean? They infinitely spawn from whichever direction you're not... No comment. They infinitely spawn from whatever direction you're not facing. It is to be expected. I'm not going to be able to be amazing at this game while I'm talking. I know a lot of Let's Players use that as an excuse, but it's not an excuse, honestly. When you are playing a game and talking, it's a completely different thought process. I thought the thing was going to run out there. And now for the toughest enemy in the entire game, this mini-boss. All you got to do to beat it is stay behind it on the right-hand side. When it comes out in its little tank, fire your weapons at it until it explodes. That's literally all it can do, is shoot those blue projectiles at you, and if you're over on the right hand side, it's completely and utterly useless at doing even that. Get the homing missiles back then, as well as... Oh, I thought I'd missed the chance to get the rocket. Kind of strange to me that the rockets are represented by a C and not an R. They were represented by an R in the previous two games. Is it supposed to represent, I don't know, crush rockets or something like that? Because I often get my Contra weapons confused with my Metal Slug weapons, because I've played the Metal Slug games 1 to 5. And the home missile in that is called the Enemy Chaser, and is represented by a C. Also, I nearly just walked straight into an active volcano, which would have been a very bad idea on my part. You'll notice now that the floor is literally lava. I can't believe I just said that. And shooting these lava balls does absolutely nothing. You have to platform out of the way. Bad idea when you're commentating. I do think, though, that Contra 3 looks gorgeous. It's almost as good as looking as the arcade counterparts of the Contra series. And it's surprised me when I was researching this, doing research for this video, just how many Contra games there have been. Admittedly, a couple of those were pachinko machines. More on that later, don't worry. We're going to full rainy ramp mode later on when it comes to that. Let's equip the rockets then for our first proper boss fight. This gigantic, monstrous turtle. You might be thinking, why are you just not using the homing missiles? Because it seems to have made everything else in this game trivial so far. Well, the answer is that... Come on, where's your shot coming from there? The answer is that the homing missiles just fly everywhere, and it's very difficult to actually hit the glowing red spot on his belly. That is his weak point. Now I need to get to the top of the screen to avoid that laser. I mean, I could also avoid it at the bottom of the screen, but then the bullet would hit me, because I just ran out of room completely. This honestly isn't too difficult as long as I pay attention, and also don't do that. Don't do that. Don't jump wildly into the fly's open mouth. And also stay far enough back so that he cannot bite you. I'm doing a whole bunch of explaining things basically, but this is what you've got to do to take him down. And he was just about to fire his laser, but I took him down with a nice rocket shot to the belly. Stage 1 down. So far, so good. And some nice artwork of Bill. Or is it Lance? No, actually, that's Bill. Lance is player 2. Lance is the player 2 character. Interesting thing about the main characters in this game, then, they're actually different depending on which version you play. And it's to do with the continuity of that horrible word that a lot of people dislike, localization. No, basically, in the American localization, they kept everything in the present day, but in the Japanese original game, Contra 1 is set in 2634 AD, Super C in 2635, and then this follows on. Also, the Crush Rockets are absolutely awesome here because they just take down these pods in one shot. And this is what you need to destroy in order to continue. But yeah, they changed the continuity with the American and the Japanese versions in terms of the time that these events are taking place. So because of that, you'll notice at the start of the game it said AD 26, AD 26, 23, AD 26, 36. That wasn't worth it. That really was not worth sacrificing myself just to get that bomb. So anyway, when it was brought over to the American market, they changed the name of the two characters to Lance and Bill's Descendants, the implication being that Lance and Bill were long, long dead because it was set in the far future, and they called them Jimbo and Sully, which honestly just sounds like a redneck version of the X-Files to me. Sorry to keep using the map, but one reason I don't like these top-down segments is I always forget where I'm going. It's very easy to disorientate myself with the map. 1 second, just need to try and take care of this. Never mind. Why not just stop using the bomb? I should be using the bombs. I haven't even shown them off yet. And then suddenly Contra became a cover shooter. There we go. For some reason I thought that was it. Where's the last one? Are you here? No, great. I got double back on myself. I thought I'd been shot there. And then I did get shot there. Well, it's okay. I didn't want to do a perfect run anyway. Nuts to you. The reason I'm not using the home rockets is because they shoot everywhere, not just... This is going appallingly badly all of a sudden. It was going so well, and now it's going terribly. I'd quite like to get to the boss with at least a couple of lives remaining to be able to burn. There we go. Oh, the flamethrower. Now that's good. That's even worth getting rid of my homing missiles for, because the flamethrower is a great weapon in general, but especially for taking care of this boss. Also, where are you? I don't want to keep you off the screen like that. Let's use the bomb. Let's show what it does. It just does an awful lot of damage. Kills enemies in one hit, and also takes care of... You know what bombs do in video games, good grief. You've played enough of them by now. And now he's spinning around like crazy, and you just need to avoid him. I could actually use the B button to just keep myself in one place, but that's actually a terrible idea. I should also mention that I am playing this on a controller, whereas I played the first 2 games on a keyboard, and it is so much better. Okay, I got hit. Also, I thought the weapon pods that you destroyed them gave you new weapons. Could you stop spinning around, please? Like a mad truck out of control? Okay, I guess I said the wrong thing. Okay, now he's into his final phase now. He can't have much health left. He just does this. As long as you're moving away from him, he cannot hit you with this ever. But it's just frustrating because it just takes more and more time because he's often turning away from you. Here, for example, however, I've got a good chance to get some shots in on his eye. There we go. And in order for Kakashi, woo! Yes, I'm sorry for ripping that off from wholesale, but it was too fun to pass up. Hold L and R and press the fire button and you do that spinning attack. Completely useless in normal gameplay, awesome when it comes to showing things off. Showing off the end of a tricky boss fight. Because that was a lot more tricky than it was supposed to be. And now stage 3, or as I like to call it, the wall. I have this in most run and gun games that I play, that I do reasonably well. Also, yes, that flamethrower will come in very handy, thank you very much. I do reasonably well, and then I hit a stage that I just can't do very well at for whatever reason. And I call this, affectionately, the wall. And we are at the wall. Or I'm at the wall, I should say. That bit where I just run into something I just cannot take care of. And there goes a weapon I could have used. I think that was a laser, but... No, you're not running me over today. And now this bit where all you've got to do is just hold the fire button usually and just jump. Just keep jumping. If those alien-like things pick you up and carry to the top of the screen, you'll lose a life. But thankfully, you get to here and they all die off anyway, because it's time for a mini-boss. The first of many, because this is basically the mini-boss gauntlet, the stage. What you've got to do is hopefully not commit suicide. That would not be a good idea. Oh! And then I went ahead and did it anyway. Okay, bomb! I may not get to the end of this fight without using it. He'll pop that little spike or horn up and he'll try and get you to run into it. Or you could just do that. Just run into him naturally. Whatever works, I guess. I'll see you back at that mini-boss fight. Okay, with a decent weapon, I might have a chance. Actually, can I use the laser to just shoot him in the eye from here? Because I know you can use the flamethrower to do that. No, you can't. Okay, you've actually got to get down and shoot him the way you're supposed to. I'm just going to wait a cycle for his horn to come up, because actually, is it a horn or is it a drill? Well, whatever it is, it just killed me, because I wasn't paying attention. Okay. Enough messing around. Let's do this the way you were supposed to. Forgive the silence, but I'm just concentrating to make sure I don't make another stupid mistake. As I'm kind of want to do when I am concentrating. No. Don't trust myself. Go down already, for good God. You're still not down yet? Nope. Still don't trust myself. Fine, we'll just use the bomb to clear it. Or not. How resilient is this guy? Okay, get away from it. There we go. Right. Now I've just got to avoid these missiles. And chase rockets, don't mind if I do. And spread shot, don't mind if I do. It's not going to matter because I barely get out of here without losing a life. This is what I mean about the wall. We've hit it. We've officially hit the wall. So this second mini-boss will latch onto the wall, climb up, and it's your job to try and avoid these rockets. I say try because I, for some reason, find this extremely difficult, even with the addition of using a controller as opposed to a keyboard. I have gotten better at games since I've been using the controls over the keyboard. That still happened, however. I would quite like to get to this boss at least, so I can get to the next checkpoint. I do not expect myself to be able to beat the game at all, but hey. So, in the meantime, let's talk about some more interesting localization issues that this game had. In Japan, it was called Super Contra. Obviously, in America, it's Contra 3: The Alien Wars. Okay, can I bait this guy into opening his eye for me? This might be risky, but I'm going to try and use the crush rockets. I apologise if the crush rockets are not what they are, but it just seems like it's right for me. It just seems like the right thing to call them. Can I please bait this guy into... What you don't want to do is take this guy on head on, because that's just how you get destroyed. Come on, fight me. There we go. Okay! Now switching back to the normal gun, because I don't want to lose this. So yeah, it was Contra... It's Contra Spirits, I believe, in Japan. It's the Alien Wars in America. In Europe, it's Super Pro Protector... Alien Rebellion or something like that? The Alien Rebels? Oh, I've lost my rockets because I'm an idiot. Well, the laser's not bad. And now our third mini-boss. Also, I love that the effect of that moon in the background. Let's just lock in place here. Because this thing can't actually hit you with these... Well, they look like jugglers' clubs to me, but they are actually bombs. So just lock in place, and these things just can't hurt you. Let's use a good laser blast. And still managed to lose somehow. Oh my god. Talk about not listening to yourself. Like, oh, just stay here and they can't hurt you. But yeah, in Europe, it's called Pro Protector. Super Protector, the Alien Rebels. And this is a rebranding that is not unique. Also, book it. Book it like crazy because there are missiles coming and enemies and you do not want to be in a position where your shield runs out before you get into here. Also, we have turrets. And crush rockets are back. Honestly, if you can keep the crush rockets as long as possible, this game is easy. I said that the spread gun was easy mode in the other Contra games. But here, it's rockets all the way. And I want to get up here as soon as possible. This is one case where speed actually works in my favour. Especially if that happens. Oh dear. Don't think I'm going to be able to take on the next couple of bosses without losing a single life, but I will try at least. I can always cut away again. Oh, the perks of being able to edit properly. Yeah, let's take the homing missiles. The point is, in Europe, they changed the Contra game so that you were a robot and all the human enemies were robots. Oh god, I'm dead. Yeah. They changed it so all the human enemies were robots and you were a robot as well. Possibly because violence against robots is okay, but violence against humans is not in Germany? Question mark? Okay, back at this mini-boss then. Which is not too difficult as long as you're paying attention. You want to really keep an eye on where the red guy is. And you do not want to get underneath you like that, so I've got to move out the way, and that was stupid. Okay, bomb. Bomb just for the sake of survival there. This is what I mean about your concentration going when you, Oh, that's strange. He's not supposed to go on the wall there, but he did. Okay. Oh, good. One's down. Now, I believe he can't actually hit you. He can't actually jump high enough to hit you, so I've just got to pump enough now into this blue guy as well. And we've got a chance here. But the boss is probably going to kick my ass because he did it on 2 of my practice runs. Okay, so we've got rid of those 2 red and blue robots. What have we got here? We've got a much bigger silver robot that looks a lot like the Terminator. Honestly, he looks very impressive, but this guy is a pain for me to fight. He's only got a few attacks. I think I may be dead already. Oh no! He's been merciful! I better be careful then. Another cycle? Possibly another cycle. No. Okay, then he shoots his bombs out and you've got to get onto the wall to avoid the explosion. This is going surprisingly well. Now I've said that, Hubris is going to strike. There it is. Okay, just got to avoid his flamethrower attack. I really want to take care of this guy because the animation you get for killing him is really cool. Where are you going? Top corner, top left-hand corner, and avoid it again. This is going so much better than before. Wow, it's almost like when you pay attention and concentrate, even when you're speaking, you can do great things. And still manage to get hit, of course. Is he dead yet? No. Oh, he's doing the flamethrower cycle again. I don't think I'm quick enough to avoid it. Come on. Good grief. He's got an awful lot of stamina here. Go down already. No. Ah. That bomb surely got to take him out. Good grief. How much health have you got? That much. Now pay attention to his head. The door shuts and... Oh! You'll never become the head of a major corporation. Ha ha ha! Sorry about that terrible joke. I feel like Bill's expression there kind of matches my own at the moment. I'm getting kind of frustrated. And now we reach... Well, not quite the unknown. Oh, yes. The bite stage. I'd forgotten about the bite stage. This is super fun, but super difficult as well. Because I never know when to jump to avoid these guys. Whoa! Also, the music is awesome. Contra games have always had some great music. I was going to say, why's that bomb not working? That's strange. Duh! And now onto the open road. And this jetpack guy. Again, another staple of 90s action games, the jetpack enemy. Oh. Can I just stay in place? No, I can't because the jetpack guys. But I can just jump like this, it's doing a lot of damage. Wow, that tank is not doing a whole lot at all. And now it's on fire and now it's gone. Ah, yes, the airship. Another staple of 90s action games. You've just got to stay in the middle of these lasers. Home missiles will help a little bit. And the flamethrower. And let's take the flamethrower because you just wave it about like this. Doing an awful lot of damage. What is that? What is that? Whatever it is, I want to get as far away from it as possible. Alien tentacle thing. Whoa! I was about to say, did I just run over that guy? Apparently I did, and then I got knocked off my bike. Are we down to 1 continue? No, 2 continues. Doing okay. Doing alright. Ah. Okay, got away from it that time. Actually, do I want to use the home missiles or the flamethrower? I think the flamethrower might be better here, just to wave it around. Oh yeah. Oh, this is working out far better than it should. And it's actually quite therapeutic as well, very cathartic. No, no, no. Oh, am I dead? I think I might be dead here. Okay. Oh! No, no, no! Don't spawn in the middle of the lasers, you goofball! Oh my god! I'd quite like to take care of the big gun. You're not going to let me take care of the big gun. Is this where I'm going to jump onto the... Oh no, this is the boss. So again, just jumping seems to take care of this guy. I'd like to keep my home missile if possible, so I'm going to... I didn't know he could do that. Let's use the bomb. Why not? I'd quite like to see what lies beyond this point. Hey? Oh, am I supposed to not jump when he does that? Is that the trick to this? That's something I completely totally idiot when I say that, but I think that's the trick to it, isn't it? I think we could definitely call this a casual Contra 3 playthrough. But yeah, another thing that's interesting about localization of Contra games is that the main villains are Red Falcon, and that's a terrorist group. But in the localized versions, it's the alien threat, I believe, or have I got that completely the wrong way around? And in Contra 4, which we never actually got in here in Europe, by the way, for whatever reason, they switched it around again. The villains were Black Cobra, Black Viper. It was blacker than a snake's name, anyway. And now I believe we're coming to the really fun bit. Yeah, gotta jump on the missiles. This is awesome, even in an early 90s Super Nintendo game. Jumping on missiles. It's like that bit in Doctor Strangelove where Slim Pickens gets murdered by a jetpack guy. And this reminds me of a fight in Gunstar Heroes, which I'm equally bad at. But yeah, it's like that scene in Doctor Strangelove where Slim Pickens actually falls with the nuclear bomb onto the ground. All the time going, yahoo! Yahoo! Like a cowboy. It's hilarious. That film is great. Where does this leave me off? You're kidding me. Oh, back to you. Okay. Newsflash, I'm an idiot! I didn't realize you could just lock the weapon in place! Ooh, rockets! And now back to the Doctor Strangelove bit. Remember there's a boss this time. Actually, you know what, let's not go for the thing. Where's he coming in from? Where are you? No! Not this time. Ah! Quickly, fire the bomb. I do like this guy's bionic commando arm. That's kind of great. This does remind me of a boss in Gunstar Heroes, which is a brilliant game, which... Oh, did I get it? Here we go, here's the awesome bit. The missiles actually fire, and you've got to switch them at will. And pay real attention to which one you're on, because they exploded, they reached the edge of the screen. This is great. And here's our boss. Oops. At some point I should probably try switching to... Ah, dear. This may be the end of the road for me, especially when I do that. The missile blew up. That's not my fault. The missile blew up before I could really react to it. Let's go for the top first. That probably seems like a good idea. I look like a complete idiot now. Well, what else is new? There we go. That's the end of the adventure. But hey, I got through 4 stages. I'm reasonably happy with that. And it means I didn't have to do the horrible top-down desert stage that I absolutely despise. So that has been Contra 3, The Alien Wars, played for Freezing Inferno's birthday. I hope you enjoyed it, Freezing Inferno. I hope the rest of you enjoyed it as well. And all that remains to be said is, I've been Rainiac, and join me next time for something else, whatever that may be. Until then, bye for now.